Hey, do you want to do the honors of pulling this thing in?
Driving it in?
Yeah.
It doesn't have a seat.
Well, yeah, that's the fun part.
Which key starts it? The circle one?
The square one starts it.
The square one starts.
It's kind of, yeah. That thing's a little bit high and it has to sit a little bit far away, so I'll give you this. You might need this for headspace.
Take my hand. Oh, this is actually better. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Hit your car.
Just don't hit my car. Hell yeah, brother. Dude, this is heavy. Alright, I think it's time to officially start the dime. We've been talking about doing it. As soon as I found the rust, I kind of was like, okay, we need to wait, we need to gather all the parts, we need to get everything ready. We did a bunch of stuff on the Civic and we're to the point now where I want to kind of transition my focus over to this thing because it's been sitting like this in my yard. It's kind of ugly. But we cleared out the bed because we figure we want to do like a full motor swap and everything in here, so if we're gonna do that, we're gonna need to do rear end stuff. We're gonna need the bed off anyways, so we just threw the bed outside for now. That way we have all the room in here to do everything we want. So we left this guy off the day I literally went out and picked up a bunch of stuff to repair the rust, and then I found out that the entire rocker panel, cab corners, everything was gone. And as well, the floor pans, garbage. They're not like rotten through, they're actually still solid, but they're just like so much surface rust that I don't even want to deal with it. I just want to completely get rid of it. So in that video, I told you guys that I found a website while I was doing this that actually makes like full replacement parts. Cause like I could do it the original way I was going to do it, where I just kind of cut everything out and then make my own body panels with like metal. But to get the shape and everything kind of exact is going to be extremely hard. So I figured why not send it with the ones that actually are meant to just kind of cut these ones off and bolt them back on. Cause that should make it a lot easier. Would you like to do the honors? Be careful, cause it's got a little hole in it and there's a little bit of metal sticking out right there. There's metal inside, you can't ruin anything.
Looks like a corner.
Yes, dude. Dude, this is exactly why we buy these things. So we got two cab corners.
That's left.
Dude, that's huge.
Left.
Damn. I didn't think it was gonna replace that much. This is dope. Ooh, that's the money.
Right side rocker panel.
Hell yeah, it is.
This will never rust out again.
No, this is mint. And then this is the other floor panel.
Comes with the...
Oh yeah, I talked to him about this. So this is if you don't want to weld it, you can use the sealer as well. Yeah. You just gotta clamp it on, leave it for 24 hours or something. Yeah. Do we want to try this?
Want to try it on one side, weld the other?
Bonds virtually all types of metal, plastics. Yeah, let's give it a go. Why not? It'll definitely save us a lot of time.
Anything else?
Just stick your head in there and let me know if there's anything else.
Imagine there's something. Imagine there was something else and there was like
just a piece of metal on the head. All these parts are from Raybuck Auto Parts. This website, unreal. So I was super fired up when I found this website. Literally the second I found this rust, I was like, man, there's no way I can recreate like this shape with my own pieces of metal. Anyways, I hopped on the internet right away when I found all the rust and I started Googling things and Raybuck's website came up. I clicked this and they sell full replacement panels, already pre-shaped, everything, ready to go. And there's no reason to not do this. So I'm gonna link Raybuck's website down below if any of you guys ever run into issues like this. And they're really cheap. Like these panels were like 20, 30 bucks for a panel. Like it's relatively the same amount you would spend on the metal anyways. So why would you not just buy the one that's pre-shaped? So the main one over here, this cab corner was absolutely nasty, like just completely rotten out. And I was like, damn, this needs to be replaced. So essentially what we'll do is we'll just line up. You wanna start that one over here? Just slip that one over top and like look how nice this is. Dude, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's such a mint fit.
And like look back here too.
Oh yeah, everything lines up perfect. You wanna start with a floorboard because the floorboard has no body line that you can pooch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kind of get used to like welding.
Yeah, we can get used to how it all sits because if we put the floorboard in and it's a little bit joinked, who cares? Let's see it. If we mess up this one and it's got a body line on it, I'm gonna be slightly sad. I feel like without doors, way easier access, and then without the dash.
Bolts back there for the fenders, but I don't see a single bolt that holds the door on.
Looks like a question for Google.
Locate the spring in the door jamb. Use a 12-inch pry bar to pop up the spring out of the door jamb.
What if I only have a 13-inch pry bar or an 11-inch pry bar? Is that specifically has to be 12? Or
it says 12, so I'm gonna assume we have to go to the store.
Oh, shit.
Be careful as it is under tension and can come out with some force. And then it pops out. Okay, ready?
No?
You'll hurt.
Thanks for getting it out. This thing, lethal. Every time you open the door, this like holds it open, it just expands. Not easy.
Can't even bend it, dude, that hurt.
I'm sorry. Just like that, we're doorless. Mainly that's gonna give us more room to weld the rocker panel when we wanna do it, because you can cut and weld and everything way easier without that there. And it's letting more light and more room for us to get a little bit deeper in here also. Funny how every time we start doing something on this truck, my plans change a little bit, but at this point, I kinda wanna just completely DIY the truck. Like if I kinda wanna rip this dashboard out and then just not even put it back. Just make our own dashboard that goes there. Just have everything in this truck just be completely custom and one-off.
Yeah.
You know?
And we can make our own like dashboard type deal.
Like cluster?
Yeah, like our own cluster. You just get sheet metal, some nice stainless, and then drill holes and then put gauges in it. Yeah,
we could do some cool shit here. That thing came off a couple times before for the previous owners. Like we knew that they took it off because there was like weird speaker wires and stuff run. But they did some majorly janky shit and it was so hard to figure it out. Like that took us almost an hour. There's no way that should have taken us almost an hour. But they had like wires, like all this stuff was looped through random bolt holes. It didn't make any sense. Put the antenna in the truck, like
behind the dash.
Behind the dash. It's all falling out now. But like this was just chilling in here. Look at this. What in the hell? Like, you're never gonna get reception in there, man. It didn't stick out at all. It was just chilling like right here. You guys gotta let me know what you think. Do we put this in or do we make a custom one? Now, we can get back to why we originally started this. Move everything up and then we can cut the floor out. Again, I don't know what it is with this truck, but this truck shouldn't have been called a dime. It should have just been called full send or no send. Dude, that looks so close.
So yeah, up there I never followed the line 100% just because it has too much curve.
Give it a, oh. Dude, that's such a sketchy feeling.
Yeah.
There's my floor, see you later.
So this is probably the easiest way to do your O2 sensor.
Just title the video, how to change your O2 sensor. There's your downstream O2 sensor, all you gotta do is just put a big hole in the floor.
Pull the carpet, pull the seats, pull the dash.
Yeah, just pull a couple things, you know? That's how you fix like training fluid leaks, all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I think this would be the best way to get like the most accurate. Minty.
To an extent, yeah.
Not the best, like I can't really see it, but if you can see it, then you can cut it. There it is. Dude, this fits so well. So basically what happened, do you want to just explain to them what we just talked about?
I never accounted for the blade thickness. So when I traced it, I should have added another 1/2 inch around the edges. Yeah, I should have added another 1/2 inch because every single time we cut, it's going to take away whatever blade thickness is. So when we got all said and done cut, I cut to the best of my ability on the line. I tried to split the difference. Like if I back it all the way up, there's a decent gap there.
Which at the end of the day, like, is no
really
big deal,
It's
right?
not hard to fill.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do next, or what we should do next time, is add 1/2 inch. So
that we have a little bit extra. Yeah. But like even with the mess up, we still have a pretty tight fitment. Like all up here, this fits all perfectly all the way around. Yeah. Right here, there's a tiny gap.
And just right there.
And then right there,
I can fill
there's a
that
tiny
no
gap.
problem though.
Right here is perfect. Right here is perfect. And then right there's a gap. So like all said and done, for a first go, like you still did a good cut.
Yeah, it's really just because I never added.
So you're gonna grind down the edges, weld it, and then I'll start cutting out that side. I think what we're gonna do today is we wanna basically just try and see which way is the best way. So Brad's gonna go ahead and start welding that side. I'm gonna cut out this side, but I'm gonna leave, how much of overhang should we leave?
3/4 maybe.
Okay, so we'll leave like a decent overhang on what we cut on the panel for this side, and then we're gonna try that seam seal, because it's supposed to be a 1-part sealer that seals like anything. Yeah, some people for welding might absolutely be the best way, but for us, on the inside at least, I just wanna see how it works. This way with that sealer, and Brad's gonna weld that side, and then we have to let the sealer dry overnight, but at least then we can kind of compare and see like how good the sealer is, and also if we wanna keep using it or if we wanna just do the weld. So we kind of started taking turns because as I was grinding, I kept seeing Brad like welding and it kept flashing me, so I couldn't do it. But I got my entire side cut out. This is just covered in dust and stuff. I'm gonna actually leave that. We were gonna completely get rid of it, but I feel like leaving the second layer because it's attached to the mount. Like right here, you guys can see this is the mount. I feel like it's a better option to leave it. So we're gonna still go right over top with this one, whereas that one we left both layers. This one we're gonna have to go right over top. So I'll probably take like a wire brush to this and make sure it's nice and shiny and then hit it with something quickly before we do that. But I got this one out and then I traced it, and you guys can see what we mean here. So like I traced it and then I left like a pretty decent spacing above it. That way when we lay it back down, this will overlap what's still there and the sealer should be able to kind of bond that. We're gonna put a sanding wheel on this and just kind of grind this all down and then just do like seam sealer and then probably just Line-X the whole floor anyway. So we're not super concerned with this. Like I said, these ones were more to kind of like get a feel for what's going on. Pretty much the welding's done on this. And like we've full, here, you wanna stand on it now that you're back? That's mint. Like, and no one is ever gonna put that much weight on it. You know, like in reality, your feet are gonna be over here. Yeah, you're gonna be sitting. Yeah. So, also, I don't have a caulking gun, so this is gonna be the good old push with your fingers, or a screwdriver type deal.
No, we
so, Preen?
You just do something like this.
Oh, hey, that's a good idea.
And then just go along with it. Then use your finger. Soapy water.
There was a bunch of comments when I first bought this truck, and I remember I already just pawned everything into your hands. And I was like, just so you guys know, like this truck isn't rusty. The frame is just covered in crap. And you guys, some of you guys believe me, some of you guys are like, man, you're just being hopeful. Brad, when he was just doing like the wire brushing in here, he took a wire brush to the frame for like 2 seconds. And look how nice it cleans up. Like there's metal right there. There's no rust. This is sticky. This almost feels like undercoating. That's solid metal, dude. Like the frame's totally fine. Everybody just sees this and it looks custy, right? But it's not that bad. Until we get to revisit you. It is sick how nice it is under there though.
Do we need a caulking gun?
Well, it would be more ideal, but I'm gonna make this work, don't worry. Oh, I feel it touching. Yo, that's it, dude. I can feel the cold through this panel of this just being like, ah. Oh. What we need to do is pile on some weight here. That's like, I think that's the money shot there. There's weight, it's sealed. Should be good by tomorrow morning. Cool, so now we just wait. I'm actually really curious to see like which one holds up better. Like obviously the sealer is gonna do really well, that's his job. But like I wanna know how it's more efficient because you can buy just slip-on covers that like you don't really have to remove the whole thing if it's just like damaged, if it's not like really rotten. You can buy just like a slip-on cover and they recommend use the seam seal or whatever this stuff is. Yeah. So I'm kind of curious to see like how good it is. So we're still gonna have to come back another day and do this whole bottom corner, both side rockers, but we wanted to start in here. Like I said, to get a baseline for both, and because if we mess it up, at least it's, you know, not visible to the outside. The body lines don't really matter, so I think these were 2 of the harder ones. Tomorrow though, we might be going to get a new motor for this guy.
Super excited.
Brad's hyped.
I really am. Wasn't too happy with this build at first, but as soon as I started working on it, really excited.
It's gonna be dope.
It's really gonna be sick.
It's gonna be so fast. I'm excited. I think we're going to get a motor tomorrow or the next day. I'd love to literally just spend the rest of the night out here and just completely finish this thing off, but I want to, like we said, like I want to do it properly. I want to make sure that we pick the one that's going to work best for us, and we kind of want to just hang out tonight and have a barbecue. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are excited. I hope we get this motor tomorrow. You guys are going to like it. And a huge shout out to Raybuck for hooking us up with these parts. Like I said, go down below. They have tons of parts. They do tons of different, literally anything. Like they can make Civic parts, whatever you need. They pretty much have it, and it's just way more efficient. It's like relative to the same price. It doesn't make sense not to do it. So that's all we got for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace out and stay committed.